Hello, I'm Luna Celestine. Today is March 25th, 2025, a moment that wasn't predicted by astrologers or spiritual guides, yet it arrives with undeniable presence. A powerful energy portal has opened, resonating with the 639 Hz frequency. For Leo, a sign driven by heart, purpose, and inner radiance, this isn't just a shift. It's a call. The 639 frequency activates deep emotional healing and spiritual realignment, inviting you to step into a new version of yourself that reflects your true essence, not just your outer light. In today's video, I'll walk you through what this energy means, why it matters now, and how you, as a Leo, are uniquely positioned to lead with clarity, courage, and authenticity. Right now, March 25th, 2025, the 639 Hz frequency is not just passing through, it's moving through you. And as a Leo, you don't just receive energy, you radiate it. That's why this moment feels different. It's not subtle and it's not soft, it's immediate, embodied, and direct. The effects of this frequency are unfolding across three distinct layers of your being: mind, body, and soul. And you're likely feeling all three, whether consciously or not. First, the mind. Your thoughts may feel unusually sharp today, like they're arriving faster than you can process them. Flashes of insight, creative breakthroughs, a sudden, almost electric clarity around decisions or relationships you've been uncertain about. For Leo, this is powerful, because when your mind aligns with your heart, you become unstoppable. This isn't ordinary thinking, it's higher awareness, moving through your natural confidence and turning it into vision. Then comes the body. The physical sensations may catch you off guard. You might feel a subtle dizziness, like your internal compass is recalibrating, a low hum beneath your skin, a shift in your sense of space and time. Your body is not malfunctioning, it's adjusting, upgrading, aligning to something greater. For Leo, a sign deeply rooted in solar fire and physical expression, this can be disorienting at first. But it's also a reminder, your presence carries weight. This frequency is making that presence even more pronounced. And then, the soul. This is where the transformation becomes undeniable. You may feel an unshakable sense that something important is shifting, even if you can't explain it. Synchronicities start showing up. You think of someone and they message you. You ask a question internally and the answer shows up in a conversation, a song, or a stranger's words. For Leo, this isn't coincidence, it's alignment. Your soul is responding to the call of this portal, and in doing so, it's becoming more visible to the unseen, and the world feels it. You might notice people looking at you differently today. Longer stares, unexpected interactions, a sense that your energy is drawing others in. That's not imagination. Your aura is stronger now. And for Leo, who is born to be seen, this energetic amplification isn't just natural, it's necessary. You're not just lighting up a room, you're activating others simply by being present. And while some may not consciously understand why they're drawn to you, something in them recognizes the shift you've made. But it's not only people who notice. There are frequencies, intelligences, and entities that operate just beyond ordinary perception. Some call them guides, some call them ancestors, some call them something else entirely. But whatever they are, they see you now. You've become energetically visible to higher dimensions. And for a Leo, that visibility doesn't come with fear, it comes with responsibility. These energies don't approach those who aren't ready. They're reaching out to you because they sense your capacity to lead, to hold light, and to act from a place of heart-centered truth. So don't be surprised if signs intensify, if dreams speak clearly, or if moments of stillness begin to feel like conversations. The 639 frequency is not here to whisper, it's here to activate. And Leo, in this moment, you are not just being affected. Leo, if you've been feeling a quiet shift in the air tonight, you're not imagining it. March 25th carries an energy that doesn't just brush the surface. It moves inward, beyond the mind, beyond logic, and deep into the place where your true fire lives, the subconscious. And when you fall asleep tonight, you're not simply resting, you're crossing into a different realm, one where time no longer follows a straight line, and truth reveals itself in symbols, emotions, and moments that feel more real than waking life. As a fire sign, you're used to drawing power from action, from clarity, from being seen. But tonight, the message won't come through spotlight or applause. It will come quietly, in dream. And these dreams may not behave the way you expect them to. You might find yourself in a place you've never been, but that somehow feels like home. You might meet someone your waking mind doesn't recognize, but your soul instantly remembers. You might receive an answer you've been searching for, not in words, but in a feeling so specific, so sharp, it lingers with you even after you open your eyes. This isn't just sleep, it's contact. The 639 Hz frequency doesn't turn off when the day ends. It deepens. And Leo, because your energy is already bold, already open, that frequency meets you with even greater intensity. It's choosing to speak to you through dream, not because you're passive, but because you're ready to receive, without needing to control what comes. So trust what you see. If a name repeats in your mind when you wake, write it down. If a particular face, place, or phrase stays with you for hours, pay attention. Your soul doesn't waste its symbols, not now, not when the veil is this thin. And if no dream comes, don't assume nothing happened. Silence is a language too, and tonight, even stillness holds meaning. You've been leading with your heart for a long time, but tonight, your heart is listening. Let it, because when you wake up tomorrow, everything might look the same, but something in you will have shifted. A memory, a message, a knowing. And that, Leo, is how your next chapter begins, not with a roar, but with a whisper you are finally ready to hear. Leo, today, March 25th, isn't a day for wishful thinking. It's a day for aligning. This is what's often called a manifestation window, but in truth, it's simpler than that. Right now, what you think, feel, and speak carries weight, real weight. And if you're not clear about what you want, this energy won't know where to land. For someone like you, born under the sign of Leo, presence has always been your power. People feel you, they listen when you speak. But today, it's not just people. Energy is listening. That's why it matters more than ever to move from a place of truth, not performance. You can't just want something and expect it to take shape. You have to believe it, feel it, act like it's already in motion, not because you're forcing the outcome, but because that's how you anchor it into reality. That's how the universe knows you're not just asking, you're ready. So be intentional. Say what you mean. Write down what you truly want, not what you think sounds reasonable, but what actually lights you up. If you speak it out loud, speak it like it's already yours. If you take action, even something small, do it with the energy of someone who knows they're building what already belongs to them. This moment doesn't ask you to prove anything. It doesn't ask if you've earned it. It asks only one question. Are you ready to stand behind what you want with your full self? No hesitation, no apology. If the answer is yes, this window will move with you, and things you once thought were distant might start unfolding faster than you expect. Leo, one thing you might be feeling more clearly now than ever is this. Your relationships are shifting. Not all at once, and not always loudly, but noticeably. Some people in your life may begin to fade, not because of conflict or distance, but because the energetic alignment that once connected you has quietly fallen out of sync. This isn't loss, it's movement. You may find conversations that used to energize you now feel flat. People you once turned to may start feeling harder to reach, not physically, but emotionally. And then, just as naturally, new people begin to appear. A stranger feels oddly familiar. A casual interaction lingers in your mind. Someone enters your life and immediately feels significant, even if you can't explain why. These are not coincidences. You're entering a new phase of your journey, and the people arriving now are connected to that shift. Some will offer support, some will challenge you in ways that stretch you. Others might simply hold a key, a piece of insight, an opportunity, or even a lesson your soul has been waiting to receive. Whether they stay for a moment or a season, their timing is precise. As a Leo, you value loyalty deeply. You don't let go easily, especially when someone has walked through difficult moments with you. But loyalty isn't the same as alignment, and not every relationship is meant to follow you into your next chapter. When something begins to fade, it's not always a sign to fix it. Sometimes it's a sign you've outgrown the space where that connection used to live. At the same time, let yourself be open to the new. These fresh connections may not come with big introductions. They may feel soft, slow, or even surprising, but they carry resonance. You'll feel it, the sense that this person is not random, that they're bringing something into your field that you didn't even know you needed. This change in your relationships is not just about who's around you. It's a reflection of what's happening within you. You're evolving. Your energy is different, and the universe is responding by rearranging who and what supports your next level. You don't need to rush it, fix it, or force it. Just notice, feel, trust the process, because the people who are meant to walk this next stretch with you, they'll find you, just like you'll recognize them. Leo, the next 6 days are not just a stretch of time, they are a turning point. What's unfolding now is not a subtle shift, but a full restructuring of how you see yourself, of how you relate to the world around you, of what you're willing to carry forward, and what you're finally ready to leave behind. Truth is rising to the surface, quietly, steadily, sometimes uncomfortably. Things you used to tolerate without question may suddenly feel heavy, even unbearable. Patterns that once felt familiar now feel out of sync. Roles you've played, peacemaker, protector, the one who always holds it together, might begin to feel hollow. That's not a failure. That's clarity. In the next 6 days, don't be surprised if something you thought was over suddenly reappears. A door you believed had closed may creak open just enough to let light through. This doesn't mean going backward. It means you've changed, and now you're seeing things through a new lens. But clarity isn't always easy. It might bring up choices you've been postponing. It might make you realize that some chapters can't come with you where you're headed. The discomfort you feel isn't a warning, it's an invitation to get honest, to move in alignment with the version of you that's quietly emerging beneath the surface. As a Leo, you've always had the strength to rise, but this time it's not about rising for others. It's about rising for you, not because you're expected to lead, but because something inside you is ready to live without compromise. Your authenticity is no longer optional. It's essential. So use these next 6 days to listen closely, to pay attention to what feels true, even if it challenges what's familiar, to follow what energizes you and release what drains you. You don't have to rush into action, but you do have to be honest about what's no longer aligned. Because this isn't just about stepping into a new chapter, it's about rewriting the script altogether. On your terms, Leo, over the next 6 days, you are entering a corridor of deep energetic adjustment, an inner reordering that doesn't ask for your permission, only your presence. This isn't about small shifts or surface-level realizations. This is about a full-scale recalibration of who you are, how you move through the world, and what you're no longer willing to carry. You may find that things you used to brush off now feel impossible to ignore. A conversation that once rolled past you might now echo with something deeper. A dynamic that once felt comfortable may suddenly seem false or forced. This isn't drama. This is awareness. And awareness, once it settles in, asks for alignment. In the coming days, expect to see things more clearly, not because the world has changed overnight, but because you have. Your inner compass is being tuned to a new frequency. You may begin noticing how often you say yes when you mean no. You may realize you've been dimming yourself down in spaces that no longer honor your light. That realization might sting, but it's not meant to break you. It's meant to free you. This is also a time when the past may resurface, not to haunt you, but to offer context. People you haven't spoken to in a while might reappear. Old opportunities, once out of reach, may present themselves again, but under very different terms. Pay attention to what feels different, even if it looks familiar. These are not tests, they are mirrors. And then there's the deeper work. You might find yourself needing more solitude than usual, or craving conversations that go below the surface. You might feel a strong pull to let go of commitments that no longer resonate, even if they once meant everything. That tension between where you've been and where you're going, that's the space of transformation. And Leo, you're built for it, because for all your strength, all your fire, what often goes unseen is your deep inner loyalty, not just to others, but to the version of yourself you've worked so hard to build. But now, you're being asked to question, is that version still true? Not wrong, just outdated. And sometimes, courage isn't in holding on, it's in letting go with grace. These next 6 days will bring moments of clarity that don't always feel convenient. You might wake up with a knowing you didn't ask for. You might feel pulled in a direction that doesn't make immediate sense. Trust it. The energy around you is not chaotic, it's intentional. Every shift, every disconnect, every opening is designed to bring you closer to your authentic center. And don't be surprised if, amidst all of this, a new vision begins to form. Subtle at first, then sharper with each passing day. A sense of where you're meant to go next, what you're ready to create, who you're becoming when no one's watching. Leo, this is not just a moment of change. It's a dismantling of everything false, so that what's real can finally take its place. Not overnight, not all at once, but step by step, truth by truth, breath by breath. You don't need to rush this. You just need to stay honest, stay awake, and stay anchored in the knowing that who you are becoming is already waiting for you on the other side of these 6 days. So as we close this space today, Leo, remember, you're not being asked to become someone new. You're being asked to become more of who you already are, beneath the rules, beyond the noise. This portal, this moment, is not random. It's an invitation to express from a higher place, to trust the guidance that's arriving in subtle ways, and to step into a version of reality that's been waiting for you to say yes. Over the next few days, the world around you may shift, people may come and go, truths may rise that you didn't expect, but through it all, you have the chance to lead not with force, not with performance, but with presence. Quiet, steady. So take what resonates, let the rest fall away, and if something inside you knows it's time to show up differently, time to listen more deeply, time to walk forward even if you don't see the full path. Trust that knowing. It's not new, it's ancient, and it's yours. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep listening. What's ahead is not just change, it's alignment.